What's up, Switch fam? Welcome back to Level Up Switch. I'm Matt. And today we're talking about something that might just blow your mind. We all know the Nintendo Switch isn't exactly a powerhouse compared to the latest consoles, but some games on this little hybrid machine seriously punch above their weight. Today, we're counting down 10 Switch games with visuals and performance so impressive, you might do a double take thinking they're running on a PS5. These aren't just good-looking games. They're technical achievements that showcase what talented developers can accomplish when they truly understand the hardware. So, dock your Switch, crank up your TV, and let's dive into 10 Switch games that could easily pass for next-gen experiences. Starting our countdown at number 10 is Platinum Games' cyberpunk masterpiece, Astral Chain. This Switch exclusive hits you with slick animations, neon-drenched cities, and buttery smooth combat.
Code confirmed. Starting up. Core set. Engaging Advent Protocol. Stabilize.
The way light sources reflect off rain-slicked streets while particle effects explode during Legion attacks creates visual spectacles that feel impossible on Switch hardware. The stylized art direction plays to the system's strengths, focusing on atmosphere rather than photorealism. When you're chain-binding massive creatures while executing perfect dodges, all without frame drops, Astral Chain makes you forget you're playing on a portable console from 2017. Platinum Games worked some serious magic here.
How foolish. You people are leading all of humanity straight to damnation.
Straight to damnation? You're the terrorist here!
You don't understand.
At number 9, The Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom proves that artistry trumps raw power every time. Building on Breath of the Wild's foundation, this sequel adds vertical exploration that completely transforms Hyrule. The draw distance is nothing short of remarkable. Standing on a sky island and seeing the entire world below, with dynamic weather systems visibly moving across different regions, creates a sense of scale that feels decidedly next-gen. The physics engine remains the game's most impressive achievement, handling complex interactions between objects and environments in ways that even some PS5 games can't match. When you're soaring between islands while a storm rolls in below, it's easy to forget what hardware you're playing on. Number 8 showcases ID Software's technical wizardry with Doom Eternal. When this game was announced for Switch, many assumed it would be a severely compromised port. Instead, we got one of the most impressive technical feats in gaming.
This is humanity's chance to repent.
Panic Button deserves enormous credit for optimization that maintains the blistering pace and fluid combat of its counterparts. While resolution takes a hit, the detailed enemy models, destructible demon parts, and atmospheric lighting transition surprisingly well to Nintendo's hardware. The audio design completes the illusion, with the game's metal soundtrack and positional audio creating an immersive experience. When you're ripping and tearing through demon hordes with a stable frame rate, the technical limitations fade away, leaving pure adrenaline-fueled gameplay that feels generations beyond the Switch's specs.
A false idol. The only thing they fear.
Our number 7 pick, Monster Hunter Rise, demonstrates Capcom's RE engine working overtime on Switch hardware. The monster designs and animations are particularly impressive, with creatures that move and react with lifelike fluidity.
Oh, that's my bub.
The environments deserve special praise for their density. From the gorgeous Japanese-inspired Kimura village to the diverse hunting grounds, each location is filled with atmospheric touches that bring the world to life. What gives Rise its next-gen feel is the seamless nature of its world. Transitioning between areas happens without loading screens, and when 15-foot monsters crash through the environment while you're swinging through the air with wire bugs, it creates moments of spectacle that feel pulled straight from a PS5 demo reel.
It's been 50 years since the last calamity. That monster is known as Magnum Hollow.
Coming in at number 6 is what many considered impossible: The Witcher 3 on Nintendo Switch. This massive RPG pushed even PS4 and Xbox One to their limits, making its transition to Switch all the more impressive.
One bank Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Saber Interactive performed nothing short of technical alchemy getting this game running on portable hardware. While resolution and texture quality take expected hits, what's remarkable is how the game preserves its essential atmospheric elements. The dynamic time-of-day system, with its gorgeous sunsets and atmospheric fog, creates moments that genuinely look next-gen.
Why are you helping her?
Because she's a danger, a mortal one, a power that can destroy the world.
You must find her, Geralt.
Character models remain detailed enough to sell emotional story beats, and the game's vast open world maintains its sense of scale and discovery. The complete edition even includes all DLC, meaning the entire 150-plus hour experience fits on a single cartridge, a technical achievement that defies belief.
Know who I am.
A legend cannot be killed, can it?
We're halfway through our countdown. If you're enjoying this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for daily Switch content. Now, let's continue with 5 more games that transform when connected to the big screen. Halfway through our countdown at number 5, Platinum Games makes their second appearance with Bayonetta 3. This Switch exclusive pushes the envelope for action game spectacle on Nintendo's hardware.
You have a job to do, soldier.
What immediately impresses is the scale. Controlling massive demons to battle equally enormous enemies creates visual moments that feel pulled from a next-generation showcase. The particle effects and animation quality maintain impressive fidelity, even as the action reaches chaotic levels.
Human either. Who are you? Your memories lost inside.
Most impressive is how the game maintains performance during its most extravagant combat sequences. When you're transforming into demons, executing witch-time dodges, and witnessing reality-bending finishers with dozens of effects on screen, Bayonetta 3 delivers a fluidity that belies the Switch's modest specifications.
Be the one to find all the Chaos Gears. Look, I know how you feel.
So?
Trust me. He means a lot to me, too.
Number 4 brings us to Moon Studios' breathtaking Ori and the Will of the Wisps, a game whose art direction and technical prowess create one of the most visually stunning experiences on Switch. The lighting system deserves special recognition. The way light filters through forest canopies, illuminates particles in the air, and creates atmosphere through strategic darkness elevates every scene to art. The game's water effects and environmental animation create a living, breathing world that feels organic. Character animation adds another layer of quality, with Ori and various creatures moving with a fluidity and expressiveness that rivals hand-drawn animation. When experiencing the game's most poignant moments, you're not thinking about hardware specifications. You're immersed in visual storytelling that transcends technical limitations. Breaking into our top 3 is Creative Assembly's terrifying masterpiece, Alien Isolation. This port by Feral Interactive preserves the oppressive atmosphere and technical achievements of the original in remarkable fashion. The game's most impressive feature is its lighting system, which creates tension through strategic use of shadows, emergency lighting, and darkness. The xenomorph's movements through ventilation systems are conveyed through subtle audio cues and environmental effects that create unbearable tension. The recreation of the film's retro-futuristic aesthetic on Switch hardware is nothing short of remarkable. From the CRT monitors displaying green text to the steam-filled corridors with authentic film grain overlay, the attention to detail creates an immersive experience that feels pulled from a next-gen horror title. When you're hiding in a locker, holding your breath as the creature stalks past, you'll forget entirely what hardware you're playing on. Our runner-up at number 2, Dying Light Platinum Edition, brings Techland's massive open-world zombie survival game to Switch with surprisingly few compromises. The most impressive technical achievement is the game's seamless open world. The massive city of Harran is rendered without loading screens, allowing players to parkour across rooftops and through buildings in continuous motion. The draw distance creates a sense of scale that feels pulled from more powerful hardware. The day-night cycle fundamentally transforms both visuals and gameplay, with the lighting engine creating genuinely different atmospheres as the sun sets and more dangerous infected emerge. When you're sprinting across rooftops at sunset as dozens of zombies give chase below, with the city stretching out to the horizon, you're experiencing a technical achievement that defies the Switch's modest specifications. And finally, our number 1 spot goes to Mercury Steam's masterpiece, Metroid Dread. This Switch exclusive showcases what's possible when developers build specifically for Nintendo's hardware without the constraints of cross-platform development. The game runs at a flawless 60 frames per second, creating a smoothness of animation and responsiveness that feels distinctly next-gen. Samus's movement set is more expansive than ever, with complex animations that blend seamlessly into one another as you chain techniques together. The lighting engine creates atmosphere through contrast. Dark, foreboding corridors suddenly illuminated by weapon fire or environmental hazards. The MI sequences deserve special mention for their technical achievement, creating tension through AI behavior and sound design without compromising performance. So there you have it. 10 Switch games that look and feel like they belong on more powerful hardware. What these games prove is that technical limitations often breed creative solutions. While the Switch 2 rumors continue to grow stronger, these titles show that the current hardware still has plenty to offer when in the right hands. They're a testament to the talent and ingenuity of developers who refuse to let specifications define what's possible. Which game impressed you the most? Or did I miss one that deserves a spot on the list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give the video a like, subscribe to Level Up Switch, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next analysis. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, happy gaming.